How's my boys, huh? How's my boys? So today, I got Norris and Loki. These are sons of Tuva and Leaf. Pretty boy Leaf's the dad of these two. Now these are the last remaining pair from the litter. They're here on the Desna training program, so we're out here today doing some Desna work. And these are good little rock stars. Now I hope my camera just stays working for me and I don't have any issues. I've been having trouble. It's cold out and they don't stay running very well. Now these boys, they're snow machines. We got our snow for the winter. It's coming in heavy and it's been fairly cold, and they're good in the snow. They're excellent hiking dogs. And these guys are nice to work with, really nice to work with. These are Norwegian elk hounds, and these are some of the very best bloodlines that you can get in the world right now. They're very, very good. Tuva's ancient Norway line, and Pretty Boy Leaf is the top of the show line. Now these two boys are, I guess they're about 13, 14 weeks, something like that. And we got about 2.6 kilometers hiked so far. I've been making trails and with the snowshoes so that at night when it freezes, then we can motor around pretty good. When I make new trails with the snowshoes, we can cover a lot of ground with these boys, but the deep snow is a little deep for them. Now, these guys will hang around me all day long. Like I can hike for as long as they can go. And they never go anywhere. They're right around me all day long. These are very, very personable dogs. And they're highly skilled. They're instinctive to stay by the handler, these guys. Now, if you get a Desna trained dog, I put them with, in this case, they're with their mother. But I've had them out here with their dad, their uncles, all kinds of my other dogs. And they're highly skilled. I can take them on their own, too. They're rock stars, these guys. Now these are really, really good. Tuva, let the little boy shine. You gotta come on this side. Come over here, Tuva. Tuva, come over here. Let the little boys in front. There you go. What a good girl. Come over here, Tuva. Come here, boys. Come up here, boys. Come on over here, boys. But Tuva, come over here. There we go. There we go. You boys stay on this side of the camera. Go ahead. Oh, you boys are good. Oh, you boys are good. Oh, you boys are good. Now, Tuva's sister, Tekla, has a litter with Pretty Boy Leaf in the garage. They're just like this. She's back at the kennel right now, and they're awesome. They're good dogs. They're just like this. World-class dogs. You can't get better dogs than these guys. Now, for this kind of terrain, boy, I'll tell you what, these are good hiking machines. You want dogs that can stick around instinctively. Hey, Tuva. You are so good, Tuva, I'm telling you. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, come around this side. It don't matter where I stop on the trail with Tuva, she never leaves. She's right here. This is her. I raised Tuva, you see, and hiked miles and miles and miles with her mother. And hiked miles and miles, hundreds of miles with Tuva and Tekla. And when I stop, they're here. They're just boom. This is where they stay. These little guys, exactly the same thing. We could film this video till the camera quit. They wouldn't move. I could be here 8 hours. I could fall asleep here, and they would still be sitting here. Now I got tassels on this jacket so I can grab them with the gloves, but these boys are eating them right off. That's kind of too bad in a way, but there's nothing I can do about it. I switched jackets today because I get too hot hiking out here. This is high country and I got to work. And so I switched coats. Now Tuva's out of the full hunting lines. And Pretty Boy Leaf, he's got good hunting instincts too, boy. His dad was out on a spring bear hunt a while back, and they were really successful. They got one, and he's got good instincts too. So these boys here, they're full instinct dogs. And in Norway, Tuva's just got a line of champions like you wouldn't believe in her background. They're the very best of the Norwegian hunting dogs, and all hunting champions, of course. Every dog in her background's a champion. And she's had lots of the really high-end Norway hunting champions in her background go into the Norway shows as well. And I mean, of course, as you might have heard before, the Norwegian Kennel Club big show one year had one of her ancestors, her great grandfathers, won that show. And so talking extremely high-end dogs. And her dad is the famous Bram, so he's I had a lot of pups out of Bram. He's so good. He's such a good dog. So yeah. And her mother, of course, is Camp, which is, I mean, you can't beat a dog like Camp. Camp is just this amazing dog. So for hiking remote regions, of course, you need a dog that has instinctive skills, because you can't rely on training out here until they're quite old. When you bring dogs out here, you want them instinctive to the handler. They got to have it instinctively, because it's too vast to have fly-by-night dogs out here. They're just gone in the blink of an eye. But with these guys, you see, I can hike. You know, I put some 20,000 kilometers on hiking with pups and dogs in this terrain with no leashes. I mean, I know these bloodlines inside out. They're very, very good bloodlines for me. And I do 2-3 hikes a day, 5 to 7 kilometers each time. You know, 2.5, 3 kilometers out, 3 kilometers back, stuff like that. And I train the pups all the time. We're training pretty near all the time, almost the whole year this year. I had these little guys around, lots of guys like this. Isn't that right, buddy? Isn't that right, buddy? That's my boy. That's my boy, Loki. That's my boy. That's my boy. Isn't that right, buddy? Norris, or is this Norris? Who is this? It's Loki. Norris, come on up here. Come on, Norris, get up here. Tuva, bring that guy here. Don't be chewing on my jacket, Norris. Look, Loki. Good girl, Tuva. Good. Good. Now we got ancient lines, which is the old bloodlines, so they come out of the old country. And Pretty Boy Leaf is a newer line. He's out of the show line. But the breeder, of course, is one of the top breeders in the world, and always kept her lines really, really good. And lots of instinct in them yet, and very, very good. So one matchup back with a full working line, and you get full instinct dogs, right? Exceptional dogs. So we're really happy with this combination. And the combination with Pretty Boy Leaf and Tekla, and I had Tuva's half-sister Kai, very, very good dog. Had that, better got 2 of them here. I was out here this morning with Fiska. Fiska and her great-grandfather Dakota and her grandmother Tora. We were hiking through here with Fiska. Fiska goes home tomorrow. So we were out here kind of like a celebration hike. She's awesome, of course. She's a little older than these guys, about 4 weeks older. But she looks just like these guys. And she's got skills just like this. Kai is a half-sister to Tuva, and of course Leaf's Fiska's dad. So I used Leaf on all 3 sisters this time round. So next round for Tuva is Dakota. So some fantastic dogs coming there. Tuva's just this amazing dog. So if you get a pup out of Tuva, you've got a world-class dog. There's my boy. There's my big boy Norris. There's my buddy. Let Norris up here. Tuva. Good girl. There's my buddy Norris. There's my buddy Norris. There's my buddy Norris. What a good boy. What a good boy. He's named after a glacier, I believe, up by Juneau. I believe it's a glacier or a state park. I can't remember which, but it's one of the 2. It's going up to Juneau. And Loki is headed down to a real nice family down in North Dakota. And they got land out at Utah there too. They got some real good hiking country out there too. They travel down there a lot. So he's going to a good family, and Norris is headed up to Alaska. North to Alaska. Come on, Norris, get over here. Come here, buddy. He likes those berries and whatever he's finding on those things. Come on, Norris. Come here, buddy. Get in the film. What a good boy. Come on over here. Come here. Loki. Well, I think that's a pretty good video. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. What do you think, Tuba? What do you think? These guys want to get going. They don't know why we're sitting around. They want to get going. So I think we'll see if that filmed, Tuba. Hang on. Yeah, by golly. How do you like that, Tuba?